said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that, you're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards. The 2-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have broken the tie. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the Bills' 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space. Pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick your field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, You lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Number 26.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1 yard gain.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Here's Hunt. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Mayfield to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the Ty, the defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there.
And this is going to be intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Singletary here running out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The ball carrier.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still have...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
20. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. 50 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Now Mayfield. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's back to throw. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.